My daughter was at the hospital once and had a small procedure. I'd taken her there. And I called her father to let her father know that she was in the hospital. And so my firstborn and her BFF and I was there in the room. And her father was on the outside of the room and she didn't know he was coming. And he said, "Hey there." And she recognized her father's voice. And she said, "Daddy." Oh, and it was something in her voice about her about upon hearing her father's voice. And he entered the room. And she began to weep and cry. And he walked over to the bed and he put his arms around her and he let her know that she was safe and secure and that he was there. And she kept saying, "Daddy." And her BFF and my firstborn and I knew that was our cue to leave the room. And why did she know her father's voice? Because she had spent time with her father. She was daddy's girl. She grew up knowing her father's voice, his hugs, his voice, his kisses, all the things that little girls grow up knowing about their fathers when they have a relationship with them. John 10 and 27 says, "My sheep know my voice, and I know them, and a stranger they will not follow." And it says, because if they hear a stranger's voice, they will flee from him because they know not the stranger's voice. We have a lot of voices in the land. A lot of people that are preaching and declaring that God is saying this and God is saying that. And there are many voices. Scripture told us that in the latter days that many will come and say, "Hey, come here. Lo, Christ is here." It says, "Go not out. Don't go out to hear that." And I'm saying to you, that the only way that you're going to know the Father's voice is that you're going to spend close, intimate time with Him, personal time, reading His Word, praise, worship, hearing His voice, letting Him speak to you. So when you hear a stranger's voice, you won't follow because you know that's not your Father's voice. Shepherds are closely acquainted with their sheep. They know the smell of their sheep. They shear the wool off of them. They know their sheep. And the sheep are fed by the shepherd. And so they know him. They follow him. They follow his leading, his direction. They hear his voice. Whatever direction he goes, they go. And if they hear a stranger's voice, they don't follow. They flee. So today I am saying to you, get to know the Father's voice.